Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. Hope you are having a fantastic day. A little bit earlier today, I shared an in-depth review of Ellis Brooklyn Vanilla Milk Eau de Parfum, this little cutie pie right here. And in that video, I mentioned that I would be reviewing a second vanilla perfume on my channel today. And in this video, we are gonna get into that second perfume review. If you are newer to my channel and you're interested in more in-depth perfume reviews, perfume suggestions, perfume recommendations type videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button before checking out of today's video, because that is a lot of what is just really bringing me joy in terms of content that I'm doing here on my channel. Love talking about perfume, so if you are interested in that as well, I hope you will stick around and subscribe. Anyway, in this video, we are going to get into another Paris Corner perfume, and this is one of their newer fragrances. This is the scent Eshal, and this is also a vanilla. I adore this one. This is so good. This is one of the perfumes that actually came on vacation with me a couple of weeks ago when I went on vacation up to Canada. I wore this several times during my time up there. And what I love about this particular fragrance now is that every time that I smell this one, it just takes me back to our summer vacation this year. There are some really great memories that we made up there as a family and with some of our friends, and it's going to be really fun for me to look back onto those memories every time that I wear this perfume. I am someone who usually very carefully picks her perfumes for different events or different vacations, because I do think that scent has such a powerful, it's such a powerful trigger for different memories. I'm sure there are things that when you come across certain fragrances, certain smells, that just instantly take you back to a moment. And hopefully those are good memories. Sometimes there are definitely some sad or unhappy memories that are associated with certain scents. At least for me, I'm sure it's the same for you. But I do love how I can pick different scents for different occasions, and then forever going forward, anytime that I want to reminisce about something, I can just apply that fragrance again and go back to that moment. So this Eshal Vanilla from Paris Corner now takes me back to our vacation in the Thousand Islands during 2025. So that's a wonderful memory. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and dig into this bad boy. If you are interested in picking this up, I will have it linked at the very top of the description box. I think it might actually be sold out right now, but it will be back in stock if it's sold out. I also have a discount code for Paris Corner, so if you're interested in saving a little bit more money on this one when it comes back in stock, I will put the discount code information in the description box as well. But without further ado, let's dig into Paris Corner Eshal Vanilla. If you are newer to Paris Corner, I'm just going to give you just a little bit of information about the company before we get into the actual review here. Paris Corner is a Middle Eastern or Arabic perfume company. This is actually a specific fragrance category that I have had on my list for quite some time, so trying different Arabic perfumes. So far I have experienced fragrances from Zamaya, from Afnan, Paris Corner. In fact, the very first Paris Corner perfume that I purchased was the Marshmallow Blush, which is an absolute powerhouse. It's so long lasting. If you want to pick up the Marshmallow Blush, I do believe it is in stock over on the website right now, and you can use my discount code to purchase that one if you happen to be interested. I actually have a cart going right now with some other gourmands that I'm so excited to hit order on. I need to wait until August to do that, but I am so excited about these perfumes that are in my cart. And Paris Corner seems to constantly be coming out with new fragrances as well. So I might actually be changing my cart a little bit here before I actually hit send. But yes, Paris Corner offers really beautiful, really special, really interesting, delicious, and unique fragrances. All of the bottles are different. They're all really unique and beautiful in their own right. This bottle here is obviously a little bit more simple, but the quality for the price point is really what blows me away. With honestly all of these Arabic perfumes that I've tried, this is a 3.4 fluid ounce bottle here, and it's heavy glass. You can see how thick the glass is at the bottom here. I guess, oh yeah, that's a pretty good angle there to be able to see that. So really thick. The lid is like, it fits tightly on here. I love this beautiful gold finish at the top. The glass has this wonderful like gradient from like a kind of a dark amber color to a lighter amber at the bottom. And all of this amazing quality, amazing fragrance, beautiful bottle, 3.4 ounces or 100 mils for under $50. I mean, honestly, I still cannot get past the overall quality for the price point with any of these Arabic perfumes that I've tried. If you have not dug into this fragrance category, you need to. This is a treasure trove, people. I'm really mad at myself for not doing it sooner, so let me encourage you to get into it because, listen, you can purchase so many more perfumes for the money. And a lot of these fragrances also happen to be very similar dupes to some higher fragrances that are out there as well. A lot of these Middle Eastern perfume companies make some amazing dupes. So I don't know. If you haven't investigated this particular like corner of the perfume world, start investigating. I'm telling you. Let's dig into the Eshal here. I'm gonna go ahead and read through the scent description and the fragrance notes. I will tell you what this smells like on my skin. We'll talk about the overall strength, projection, and of course the lasting power, and we'll wrap it up. Okay, so Eshal, the description reads, Eshal by Paris Corner may be a scent that talks to the soul, a sensitive mix of sugary delicateness and botanical style, grounded by a comforting, erotic base. Made for those who venerate sweet, sentimental fragrances, this unisex fragrance captures the excellence of effortlessness. That's a hard word for me, effortlessness. Powerful, warm allure. Eshal fragrance starts with a shining, sugary beet note, immediately enveloping you in a light-hearted sweetness. As this unisex perfume settles, a smooth bouquet of jasmine and rose blooms at the heart. At long last, the scent dissolves into a sumptuous base of vanilla, caramel, and musky soft seduction. Okay, so our keynotes here are, at the top we have sugary, so sweetness, sugar, very sweet scent. At the middle we have jasmine and rose, and then at the base we have vanilla, caramel, and musk. I'm very particular about caramel, but one thing that I've discovered is that I feel like a lot of these Middle Eastern perfume companies, the caramel is done in a way that is so much more enjoyable for me. It's not overwhelming. it's not cloying, and it doesn't take over the entire fragrance. I feel like with a lot of other perfume companies, caramel just gets to be way too heavy, way too overwhelming. Not here. This is soft, it's pretty, it's not overly aggressive at all. So let me show you guys the atomizer on this bad boy, because like everything else about this bottle, it's pure perfection. So let me give you guys the mist here. Do you see that? Do you see that mist? Immediately warm, cozy, sweet, seductive, little seductive for sure. Just very cozy. This, amazing for the fall and the winter, but I was also enjoying it when it was like 85 degrees and humid out on the river. This is one of those fragrances that I think would be a great year-round signature, or I guess you could say staple type of fragrance in someone's collection. I think it's kind of neutral in that respect. And it just, as it dries down on your skin, it really does continue to develop, and it gets almost a little bit muskier. Now, if you don't like sweeter fragrances, this is probably not going to be for you, but I do not think of this one as cloying at all. It's almost the perfect level of sweetness. It has a lot of depth to it, and it's not straight up sugar. In terms of these floral notes, the jasmine is definitely a part of those mid notes that I do detect in this fragrance. The rose I actually do not smell. So typically rose is quite potent. I can't smell the rose in this one at all. So maybe if you tend to be more sensitive to rose and that particular note is scaring you off, I would say maybe take a chance on it still, because I actually like rose, but I can't smell it in here. I mean, I'm really inhaling and it's just not there. The jasmine, yes, but it's only just a hint of jasmine. This almost goes straight from that top like sweet or sugary note into those base notes, with the jasmine just kind of lingering somewhere in the middle. The base of the vanilla it's kind of almost like a slightly smoky vanilla that you're getting at the base. The caramel adds an extra touch of sweetness, but not an overwhelming sweetness. You get that more molasses, like brown sugar type sweetness at the base here. And just a small dose of it, nothing overwhelming. And I would say the musk in the case of this fragrance is more of like a perfumey musk, not a musk that supports the other notes, where you don't necessarily smell any muskiness in the fragrance. You do smell that in here. It's a very soft, subtle muskiness. Doesn't smell dirty, doesn't smell musty. Just actually interestingly, just a little bit of a fresh, kind of a fresh muskiness maybe. I don't know, it doesn't smell heavy or like a dirty musky at all. It's just really perfumey and stunning. There's a lot of depth to this vanilla. It's not overly sweet, but it does have sweetness to it. I wouldn't outright say that this is a gourmand though. I do feel like there is enough jasmine in here to have this be a little bit more of a sweeter, maybe slightly floral, almost gourmand, but still very clearly a vanilla. This perfume that I reviewed earlier today, the Ellis Brooklyn Vanilla Milk, pure gourmand, 100% edible. This Eshal Vanilla, little bit more perfumey, not necessarily edible smelling, but still really beautiful and sweet. And like I said, this would be such a fantastic signature fragrance. I also think this is another one that would just blend really beautifully with a lot of other fragrances in your collection. This is one that I really want to play around with as we start heading into September and October and seeing what I can mix this with to come up with some interesting combinations. This is one of the video series that I'm gonna dig into a little bit further here as we kind of make our way through the summer, is sharing some of my different perfume combination videos. If you are someone who's on a tighter perfume budget, but you have a somewhat decent collection, if you have not started mixing your different perfumes together to kind of come up with something new and exciting to scratch that itch to, you know, hopefully maybe not spend money on a new perfume, you need to start doing that. This is one of my favorite things to do. Sometimes I come up with some pretty gross combinations, but more times than not, I come up with some amazing new combos that really rock my world and that are super, super enjoyable. So anyway, in terms of the fragrance here, I love the scent. I also think this one has quite a bit of oomph behind it. This is quite a potent scent. It is not one where you need to overdo it. This is, I feel like potent is probably the best word. It's very potent vanilla. As far as vanillas go, this is one of the more noticeable vanillas that I think I have in my collection. Also, another bonus here is that the lasting power is, it's so good. It's as good as the Marshmallow Blush, you guys. I can easily go 8 hours with this before even thinking about wanting to reapply. And that, I think, is pretty darn good. So for me, this one here is not only a beautiful, wonderful fragrance, but it has the overall projection that I typically like, so it's a little bit more noticeable, and it has the lasting power. I'm telling you, this is absolutely worth checking out. I think it's sold out right now. It will come back in stock. So if it's not in stock, if you're using that link right now, I'm telling you, it will come back in stock. Use my discount code to save yourself a little bit more money and enjoy this beauty, not only in the summer, but well into the fall and the winter as well. So anyway, those are my perfume reviews for today. Let me know which of these two fragrances you kind of feel the most connection with. Let me know if you have any questions. Please subscribe if you are new. I really appreciate you being here, and give this video a thumbs up. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.